Oh, I don't fucking think so.
Welcome to Straight Up Reviews, where there's no bullshit beyond the sign. Today I'm going to look at an end of 80s classic that most won't review because of poor taste. This is Heathers.
Made in 1989 and starring Winona Ryder, fresh off of Beetlejuice, this movie talks about the trials and troubles of everyday high school life, and is a deconstruction that has gone through lengths even pre-Home Alone John Hughes wouldn't have gone. It later went off to inspire other teen genre movies such as Mean Girls, and now currently has a musical on Broadway.
Because that's what Broadway needs. Then again, this is the same Broadway that let Evil Dead and Book of Mormon slide, so naturally this would fit right in.
Ryder plays Veronica Sawyer, who is a bully in training for the local popular clique called the Heathers. They are called this because each one of them, save for Veronica, are all named Heather. There's the leader, Heather Chandler. She dresses in red, and her cronies, Heather Duke in green and Heather McNamara in yellow.
Heathers, making teenage girls into Red Rangers before SPD made it revolutionary.
During their daily let's be a bitch routine at school, Veronica meets Jason Dean, played by Christian Slater. Dean is a loner whose dad works in a construction company that causes him to move from one school to another. Chandler takes Veronica to a university party where the former gets forced into performing oral sex on one of the guys.
This was actually a greatly filmed scene because it showed that Heather Chandler didn't become popular by choice and that she really hates herself for trying to maintain that popularity. Too bad she throws that redeemer away when she bitches out Veronica for not being so equally swayed.
After a rough night, Veronica meets JD again, who convinces her to pull a prank on Chandler, which results in her drinking draining fluid and dying.
Yikes. Now there's some debate on whether or not this death was an accident or intentional on JD's part. But that debate comes unnecessary for what happens next.
They forge a suicide note so they don't get implicated and they get off the hook. However, the resulting backlash doesn't humiliate Heather Chandler, but rather makes her more popular in death than she ever was alive.
This is actually pretty accurate to real-life high school as well. Pretty much every high school movie and TV show from John Hughes to Daria has at least one scene involving popular kids being praised after death, regardless of how good or how bad they've done in life.
However, the body count doesn't end there, for two jocks, who earlier spread false rumors of Veronica being promiscuous, are getting killed off and made to look like lovers. However, in a surprising twist for the 80s, that just made them more popular too. Because of this, the school is literally making suicide popular and making Veronica rethink her life with JD, causing him to pull the stops to get her back, starting with making Heather Duke to become the next Heather Chandler.
Which in turn sparked her actress's bad reputation. I'm not even kidding. Look up 90210 and Charm Behind the Scenes. You see what I mean?
As well as driving Martha, another social outcast, into trying to and failing to off herself. It all comes to a head when JD plots to blow up the school as a means of giving each student and teacher a martyr's death, prompting Veronica to stop him, ending with JD suicide bombing himself before Al-Qaeda made it common.
Now, this movie was a commercial failure, but gained a cult following due to how at the time the idea of high school kids killing each other would seem ridiculous. The name alone lulls the viewer into believing it's a typical high school drama or chick flick and shocks them when they see otherwise. It's recently taken a lot of shit from moral guardians who believed, out of many things, that this movie in particular was inspiring the school shootings that have happened in the past 2 decades. However, if it has the balls to spawn a musical in spite of all that, which still plays to this day, it's safe to say it's not going to leave anytime sooner. As usual, debate, argue, and let me know in a minute.